see the room. Standard room. Okay, and here's the bathroom and the shower. Small. It's a place like mini bar. Little refrigerator. Okay, and the closet. Here's the entry somewhere on the top. Ooh, it's real chilly. Oh wow. Here. Nice. Cabana, kind of. Here's the, you can take a shower. It's a pool. Oh wow. $360. Alexandria's population, we think 10 mil?
I think it's like a Swiss company owned see, that's like a new extension open recently, like it was an Indian Pakistani billionaire who was suffering from rheumatoid, you know, this body in the sand of Aswan. So he did that. So he owned the land underneath and built a small villa for himself. 50 they gave him as his weight in gold. Take the time machine and go back 5,000 years or 3,000 years BC. The ancient Egyptians used this quarry to carve the obelisks. They start to fill these holes by wood, and then they pour hot water over the wood. What happened to the wood? The wood expand,
Yeah.
break the edges of the obelisk. Here in this quarry, we have a harder stone than the granite called diorite. What will happen when you touch the two stones together, or when you rub the two stones together? The harder soften the granite. Diorite soften the granite, make it smooth. They all rub it by their hands, by the way. So it used to be like 5,000 workers used to be working in here. The queen or the lady who ruled Egypt as a man here, that is the heaviest one all over the history of Egypt. Watch yourself very well.
Here's the obelisk. You guys can see it now clearly. Here's the point, and that's what they made the paths, and you see the holes where they put the wood, and unfortunately it's cracked. And this obelisk belongs to the queen? Hatshepsut.
The pharaoh lady.
The pharaoh lady, the first pharaoh lady and last pharaoh lady.
Yes. And this one, by the way, it's one block and it weighs 4,000 tons.
4,000 tons, guys.
No. Actually, 40,000 tons.
40,000 tons. How you doing? Oh man.
And this is the...
So that's how they rubbed against the cracked granite. This is what's the name of the stone?
Diorite.
Diorite. So that's harder than granite. So if you guys know in geology this scale of Mohs, so granite is number 7, and this has got to be number 8 at least, so because it has to be harder than granite so to crack the piece. All right. Oh wow, here's the view from this point. Yeah, I know. Here's the stela or obelisk. Now you can see my shadow. I'm gonna wave. Hello. This is obelisk 40 meters
But then the
height.
crack went all the way down.
Unfortunately, it's cracked and it cannot be used, and that's why it's left alone here. Salam alaikum.
Like challenge against nature, because here it gets hot over 50 Celsius degrees. And so this high dam is like a block road that has like a canal. Open one of the gates, that's why water is moving through there.
So that's a high dam, right?
That's the high dam.
That's a friendship symbol between United States, between Egypt and Soviet Union. The time when the Soviet Union helped Aswans to build a dam. This is as close you can get. It's the monument for between the friendship, Egypt and Soviet Union at the time when they helped to build the dam. Here we go, we get attacked again. It's the Philae temple anchorage. That's where we go today, and this we're gonna take the boat to go to Philae Island. A lot of crystals, a lot of stones carved beautifully. This is wooden pieces, and this looks like Numidians. Look at this.
Watch your steps. Okay, watch your head, please, Vini.
No?
Oh. Watch your back.
I wish I can buy the stone, but it's too heavy. I cannot have a space in it.
We're gonna go to a place selling stones if you wish in Luxor, Caravan.
No, the problem is that I don't have it. I have to have just 24.
24
I have
kilo.
25 something. And I have 2 bags inside the airplane.
Yes. Yeah.
So peaceful, so quiet here. Here's the cats.
When you're finished, we can talk about the temple, and you can start again later.
Okay. Alright guys, here's a human drone. Since I'm not allowed to use the drone, so I'm using my camera, so I'm trying to fly. Okay. Look at this stuff. Oh my god, it's so ancient. This is a 2200 years old temple. Here's the wild, here's the life. Uh-huh.
As you know, that the ancient Egyptian is a very long history, but divided to three kingdoms: Old, Middle, and the New. Most of the monuments of the Old Kingdom, you have seen it in Cairo, Saqqara, time of the pyramid, that's all belong to the Old Kingdom. We talk about the year 3000 BC. The New Kingdom that we're going to see it in Luxor, which is when Luxor started to be the beauty and power. She's the one who has the power to bring life back to dead people. So a great ocean, water. Then the first god called Atom, he created himself by himself over a stone in this great ocean, and the stone was a pyramid shape. That's why the pyramid shape is a very sacred shape for the ancient Egyptian. Atom being by himself in the top of the pyramid, he felt lonely. So he gets united with himself, and he has to Jifnut, the water, and shoot the air. When the water and the air get together, they have Nut, the sky, and Chub, the earth. When they get together, they have the first four human beings. Osiris, the first man or the first son, his younger sister and his own wife Isis, his younger brother Set, the youngest one is Nephthys, the wife of Set. Then people start to grow in number, so they choose Osiris to be the ruler of the country because he's the first son of the country. Osiris was a fair ruler, so everybody liked him. So that made his own brother, younger brother Set, start to be jealous of Osiris. He doesn't want Osiris to be more popular than him, because all the ancient Egyptians believe in the after death, or believe in the afterlife. While one of the sermons was attended there, lots of crowd was there, so he made a golden sarcophagus, the same size as Osiris. In this sermon, he put the sarcophagus in front of everybody, and he made a bet. He said the one can fit in this sarcophagus perfectly, he can have it after he died. Two people tried the sarcophagus, it didn't fit in because the size wasn't perfect. When the turn came on Osiris, as soon as he went in, he killed him and he cut him into 42 pieces and split all his organs over the 42 regions of Egypt. We have 21 regions of the north, 21 regions of the south. So all his organs been split among the country of Egypt. Isis cried for her grandmother Tefnut, and her grandmother Tefnut helped her by transferring her to be the black kite. That's why sometimes you see Isis with the wings.
Yep.
So Isis, by flying over the region of Egypt, managed to collect the organs of Osiris one by one. Except one organ, she couldn't find it anywhere. Guess which organ?
Heart.
Heart? No, not the heart. The manhood, the penis. Right in this position. Okay, mummifying him, and prayed again to start to grow a new penis over his dead body, and she landed as a bird over the new one, and she became pregnant. And she has Horus. It's a myth, by the way. She has Horus as the son of Osiris. She raised the Horus in the delta. That's where papyrus grows up. Papyrus grows up to be like 1 meter or 2 meter. When Horus was a baby, she raised him over there. When Horus became a man, he made his battle against his evil uncle Set in the land of Edfu that we're going to see it tomorrow morning. While they are battling together, Set took off the eye. That's why you see the eyes all over the temples here. While they're battling, Set took off the eye of Horus. But Horus or God Ra replaced Horus with another eye so he can see with both eyes. So he killed his evil uncle Set, and he returned to his father Osiris and told him, you can come back to life again. Because I killed all the evil, there's no more evil in the country, so I can come back to life and rule the country. Osiris told them, I'm happy in this peaceful land. So they made Osiris to be the lord of the afterlife, the lord of the underworld, and they made Horus as a falcon wearing upper and lower Egypt. That means Horus is the one who ruled the country on behalf of his father Osiris. So when the king is ruling the country, he wearing upper and lower Egypt crown. That means he got the power of Horus. So that's why nobody can say no. 100 years BC, he built these pillars, towers, the same as the ancient Egyptian built the temples, and for the ancient Egyptian gods. Because, look, to be intelligent, how you rule different people than you are, than your race. You pretend you believe in their gods, you pretend to speak their language. So you're not different than them, so you can rule, or they let you rule them. So
All right, so if you guys see it, so this tower number 1, this now tower number 2. So this piece in between towers, that's where the sun rises.
and sun, of course, is God Ra.
Sun Ra, the god Ra.
Yeah, so the Greek built the towers and built the towers inside as well. Then the Romans started to add the pillars and some construction. Even the 2 lions is there. You see the 2 big lions made from granite? That's been built by a Roman emperor called Trajan.
Yeah, that's...
He built these ones and an obelisk next to it, you know. The obelisk next to it has been now in Britain.
This is Hathor,
Hathor, Horus,
Horus,
Isis, and then Osiris.
and Osiris.
Yes.
And on the top?
And the top is Isis and her husband Osiris, and Horus and his wife Hathor. And the king is presenting the double crown to get placed by Horus, the upper and lower Egypt crown. See the first scene?
Yep.
The king is presenting the upper and lower Egypt Horus and Hathor, and here is the perfume and the candle in front of goddess Isis and her husband Osiris, in the same scene over there. These lines belong to Trajan, the emperor.
And here is the Coptic cross. Here. And here. Entry to the temple.
It says here, and it says it further down to here.
That's what it says. That it says about the Mamelukes guys. The Mamelukes, the Egyptian soldiers.
By the way, this is the oldest part of the temple behind you, and here the cartouche says Nectinebbo. Doesn't say Ptolemaeus, the one who built the rest of the temple.
Yeah, Ptolemaeus is the Greek.
It's the Greek word, yeah.
Yeah, Greek descent, right?
Yeah, most of these walls being built by Ptolemy. Except this wall being built by Kom-Ombo. And as you see, he's given the table of offers in front of goddess Isis.
So with after Alexander Great, so pretty much every king was
Called
Ptolemaeus.
Until Cleopatra. One temple for the creator god called Khnum. The priest of this god say that each time Khnum opened his mouth to Flatka, who we paying the taxes for? Khnum or Isis. So they stopped paying the taxes. The king was passing nearby, so the priest of Isis started to complain to the king that people are not paying their taxes here to this temple. So this temple started to be a very poor temple. So the king went back to Alexandria and searched all his records. He figured out that the flood coming from goddess Isis, not from Khnum. So it was like a big convict from the king, or a big order from the king that everybody has to pay his taxes to this temple. They wrote back for him Rosetta Stone, which was written in 3 different languages. This we call the hypostyle, or the hall of the pillars, which is here we have a roof. So it's not allowed for the commoners to come that far. This is just for the priest and the high priest. You see the cross?
Yeah, again.
Again, over the pillars, all over the pillars. They cover the Coptic cross.
Coptic cross.
Even here we have an altar, you see? And the arch. And that's facing east.
Yeah.
So that's used to be a church. The Christians start to have their permission to build the churches here by a Roman emperor called Constantinus. They start to get permission to the Christians to start to worship their own God. So the Christian, at the way it's our time now, they started to move or transfer most of the temples to be like churches.
Here's in Greek. And this is a Coptic cross.
That's here the most holy part of the temple. As you see, that seems to be called the altar. That's where they used to keep the golden statue of goddess Isis, which was weighing about 40 kilograms of gold. The Roman took it, by the way, and melted it and started using it in their walls. The only one allowed to come in here is the high priest on behalf of the king, because the king cannot do the ceremony every day in all the temples. So there is a high priest in every temple doing the ceremony. He opened the door. We started to light a candle so you can see the face of goddess Isis. Then we started to pour the perfume, as you see. By the way, Aswan is the best place, famous, of making the perfume.
Right?
You want to show me the candle?
Yeah.
Sandalwood?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not a sandalwood. No, not lotus. It was like a night, Arabian night or something.
Oh.
It's a lot of flowers together.
Okay. So he's pouring. Then the last thing he do, he started to clean the floor and start to throw sand. To support the wall, not to fall.
Ah,
No,
this
that's not concrete. That's from the material itself, the stone itself.
is from them? From them? That time?
Sandstone. Yeah, sandstone.
That's original stuff.
Yeah.
No fake. No Chinese.
Yeah, so he, as I told you, he cleaned the floor and then he saw sand. You know why he saw sand? Because if anyone else comes, he will leave a footprint on the sand. So he knows that someone else entered the sanctuary. The most popular scene in here is this one that Leo was photographing. Because Isis protecting her dead husband Osiris between her wings.
Yeah.
And the king is presenting the oils to start to mummify her dead husband. And here she breastfeeding her son Horus.
Yeah, the breastfeeding.
Yeah,
This is her son Horus, and this is Isis, right?
This is Isis, yeah, breastfeeding her son Horus. And the people thought that might be the early Christians. They just get confused between Isis and Virgin Mary, so they erased the face. So that's why this face has been erased. And the king is presenting the 4 jars for honey, milk, wine, and beer for God's eyes.
Looks like you're inside the pyramid. Oh man, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, really nowhere. Dead end. Coming back. It's another room. Oh, I got a duck. I'm just exploring. There we go. Maybe before. We'll see.
Okay, you know the exit point over there?
Church, kind of. Aswan. We're almost there, and now we're on the way to our boat. There was a beautiful day from the beginning, and so far so good, so really good. These are my 2 bracelets I bought it. So the one is a leather one is a stone one. It's all Nubians. You gotta support the peeps.
We're going 1 o'clock to another place in the boat.
The boat will sail 1 o'clock.